Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our monthly showcase. I hope everyone is having a great time wherever you are and know that you are a wonderful and amazing person. Before we start, I would love to have this opportunity to give you guys a channel update. We now have the 3.6% of people who watch my videos and join our small community. For you amazingly wonderful people who subscribe, thank you so much for being part of this channel. And for the 96.4%, thank you so much for watching the videos. Without you guys, we won't be here where we are now. But if you want to help a brother out, please consider to hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out a ton. That being said, we have the winners of the best mods of the month, and all are well deserved to be in their spotlight. So buckle up, grab your hot cup of chocolate. These are Baldur's Gate 3's best mods of the month for December 2023. Enjoy. I'm gonna start with a mod that I haven't covered in a video before. This mod has been around since last month and has now racked in more than 1 million downloads already due to the amount of work and awesomeness the mod author did to make this amazing beast. To be honest, I already know about this mod for a while now, but couldn't get it in the list until now. Introducing the 5e spell mod. The mod adds crazy amount of unimplemented spells from the D&D 5 sourcebook. The mod is designed to serve as an additional selection of spells from the 1st to the 9th tier, as well as adding additional class spells. What's really cool about this mod is that it also serves as a base for a lot of spells mods, so it is really advantageous to have this mod installed. Not only that, it also introduces its own cantrips, 1st to 6th level spells. There are some really cool cantrips like Shape of Water, which you can freeze water surfaces, Mold Earth that can make muddy terrain, Lightning Lure that is akin to a lightning whip that can pull your target towards your direction, Thunderclap that does an AoE blast around the caster, and so much more. Some examples of a level 1 spell that was added is Earth Tremor, that is a wider AoE version of a Mold Earth that also makes muddy terrain, and a really cool Unseen Servant that is more of a mage arm that also has a really cool spell that can clean your party whenever you get too bloody for some reason. Second level spells are something like Dust Devil that summons a controllable moving tornado that can knock back anything in its area. Block of Familiars that lets you summon 3 familiars in a single spell, something like a cat, frog, crab, etc. As for the level 3 spells, you can actually summon a really cool shadow spawn. You can select up to 3 shadow spawns to fight for you, and it has its own fear aura. And there are so much spells that you can get. Check out the mod page if you want to play around with the mod and see what spells fit your playstyle. I highly advise you get this beast of a mod if you want to add more spells in your arsenal for that 5e experience. Speaking of a really great experience, want to experience playing like an MMORPG in Baldur's Gate 3? Now you can with our feature mod of the month, which is the Emote and Toggle Walk mod. The whopping amount of emotes this mod introduces is just insane, with over 150 emotes as spells for you to choose from, and the roleplay potential using this mod is what makes it an obvious pick for the list. The mod has a wide array of emotes from basic ones like laugh, sit down, lie down, etc. to looping emotes like the mosh, illithid floats, fist ups, and more. If that's not enough for you, it also has around 32 voice emotes, not to mention the romantic emotes is really cool. Now you can go crazy with the screenshots and role playing with your friends, or maybe just a solo play for yourself. This is a must-have for that ultimate RP perfection. Now for another mod that screams perfection. This is the Druid Perfection mod, which is our first rework mod of the month. This is a long-awaited rework for the wild shape charges and multi-class viability of the wild shape forms. It also changes wild shape as a ritual spell and made it cost only bonus action instead of a main action, which is why the vanilla version is really clunky and not really intuitive for moon druids. Not to mention you can swap wild shape while you're still in your previous shape without changing into a human form in between. They also introduced this really cool druid initiative where you can use Wild Shape for free in any start of a battle, which is absolutely a godsend. Both Moon and Spore Druids can benefit in this, so Spore Druids main rejoice. The mod also introduces reworks with the summons and makes them more viable as possible, not to mention the cantrips was also reworked and strengthened. And what's really cool is now you can multi-class your Moon Druid. If you want to have a level 3 spell from different classes, now you can. Want to have that relenting attack, Fury of Blows, Smites, and so much more? Imagine a goat that can do Fury of Blows, Panther that can smite with every hit, or a wolf that can do reckless attack from the Barbarian class. To be honest, these features should be implemented in the base game, as it is much better for our Druid mains out there. The mod goes really well with the Druid Quality of Life mod for that added immersion dedicated to our Moon Boys. Fourth is our Armor mod of the month, which is the Draconic Sorcerer gear. Together with the Draconic die from the same mod creator, this gear will bring the immersion that adds a tailored Draconic bloodline armor for your tab. The gear provides you with the Draconic Sorcerer vibe, which you've been waiting for. It is available for most body types, as well as races that will fit for that caster, which will make you look like a descendant of the dragon without being a dragonborn. You can select from 5 variants of elements like fire, cold, lightning, acid, and poison. Each armor piece has its own passives and abilities, like giving you a free dragonborn breath attack of the specific element, elemental weapons with the use of Worm's Blessing with the specific element of your choosing, not to mention the fear status that you can dish out to your enemies, etc. What's really cool about this armor, it is fully dyeable, which brings us to its partner mod, the Draconic die, which adds 11 of the 10 Draconic dies available in the game. Each die color is leaned into bold and vibrant colors for each dragon element color palette. All colors are made sure to represent each dragons perfectly. If you want a mod that goes really well with Draconic die mod, is our second armor mod of the month, which is again the extra gear mod. The mod author just graced us with an amazing update, providing us with new sets of armor which are fully dyeable from patch 5.1 that adds armor crates for vendors and some of the new variations of armors like the 2 versions of sleeveless, no leaf Druid armor, Selenite robes and scale armor, monastic wraps for the Dragonborn and other creatures, a really cool version of the Harper armor, as well as Harper hoods, etc. As mentioned before, all of the armors are purchasable with various vendors, as well as you can go crazy dyeing these badass armors to your heart's content. The mod makes its way back into the list, so it is a must-have if you want to expand your armor collection. Next is our UI mod of the month, which is the Better UI Inventory mod from Kates. The mod is an absolute essential for loot goblins like me if you want that really nice and organized stash tabs with mini icons to help you figure out what items are used for. Gone are the days you accidentally sell combinable and important consumables like I did. Now you have this amazing mini icons to guide you. It also has an indication for vanity items and music instruments, which is a very nice touch. I advise you add marked books as read in addition to this mod, as it will give you a really nice frame background for your books. It also has specific rarity colors for different type of scrolls, and if you want to really go fancy, you can add the check mini marks for all of the books that you want to read. Absolutely amazing work from the mod creator as always. Now for a mod straight out of Skyrim. This is the Dunmer race mod. This mod is really cool as it is a race straight out of the Elder Scrolls that focuses heavy on visuals and unique passives and abilities. It is not your average race mod as it has not only 1 or 2 sub-races, it has 5, representing the various houses that Dunmer originated from, which provides its own individual unique passives to aid it in the battlefield. From its baseline passive like Dunmer Training that grants you proficiency like the Elf race, Ashborn that grants fire resistance. Each house has its own respective passives at level 1 and will further be unlocked into a much more powerful version at level 5. Not only that, it has its own built-in presents 1 to 4, and among those are various face, skins, tattoos, eye colors that are specific to the race. It also includes custom earrings and facial assets. It also comes with your option to make the Dunmer your very own guardian. The amount of detail and customization the mod creator did with this mod is just insane. This mod basically has it all, which deserves its spot in the list. For our visual effects mod of the month is the Elemental Spell mods. Are you tired of the same Scorching Ray and Fireball spells? The mod adds a new chromatic spells to the game for your Scorching Ray and Fireball. Now you can select from an array of Ice, Lightning, Acid, Force, Psychic, Radiant, and Chaos that has every spell type in one spell. The mod also provides a really cool casting VFX for all the spell types, making the particle effects more defined and intense. You can easily just learn the spell from a scroll, and that's it. The mod also introduces a new level 4 storm spell that rains down elemental damage in a wide AoE, but with a twist. The twist is that it has a chromatic version that you can use with various types of element that you can utilize. What's really cool with this spell is, aside from the elemental damage that it brings down, it also has a lingering AoE effect. For example, if you use Storm Force, it leaves a fog cloud. Storm of Heat provides like a burning surfaces. The Storm of Holy Light or the Storm of Light has a lingering trail of holy fire around a 6-meter AoE, etc. The mod was designed by the same mod creator of the Elemental Eldritch Blast, so you can really enjoy those spell effects to your heart's content. Time to introduce our second rework / rebalance mod of the month. To be honest, I was having a hard time deciding which of the rebalance spell I would highlight among the mod creators' rebalance series. So I finally selected the rebalance cantrip mod for this month's winner. As the name suggests, it rebalances the cantrips that we just disregard, specifically when we get to higher levels. It is also a well-deserved rebalance of the poison spray that actually made it into a spray instead of a projectile. Like damn, why would you call it a poison spray if it's not a spray? Not only that, the mod also rebalanced one of the most useless spells in the game, which is the True Strike. It made True Strike a bonus action and can give advantage for all your party members, not only just the caster. Not to mention removing the concentration requirements for the spell. If you want to make your cantrips viable, I highly suggest this mod and include the rebalance level 1 spells where you add it. Watch out for the Witch Bolt rebalance, as it is just so good. Finally, our last and certainly not the least mod of the month, it is a class mod I'm totally addicted playing as, which is the Fencer. This mod is really fun to play around if you want to play as a one-shot monster capable of moving from target to target and just melt their HP with its massive crits, as well as it can use sneak attacks without hiding from the start to guarantee that additional damage. Its playstyle is akin to the rogue that utilizes exploit and sneak attack for devastating damage. The class is unlocked around level 3 that provides you with the class features such as classical trading that grants you proficiency with meteor armor and finesse weapons, which is the bread and butter weapon for this class. It also provides the ability to use sneak attacks if you use an exploit as part of your attack using your finesse weapons. You also gain around 2 exploit charges that increases like the fighter class does. All exploits are scalable with dexterity and strength, including your proficiency bonuses. As for the skills, you can get something like Debilitating Strike that forces enemies to do a dex saving throw or have their speed reduced to 0 until end of turn. Disarming Strike that forces enemies to drop its weapon. Pain Strike that consumes actions and bonus actions to expend exploit die to attack, etc. At level 6, you get the Expert Duelist that provides extra attack. Level 9 is Sharp Reflexes that grants you a +4 initiative, and for a level 11, it is a really nice counter attack. And that's it guys, thank you for watching the mod showcase. Do you guys agree on the list that I made, or what are the mods that you wanted to be highlighted for this month? Would love to know all of that, including your questions and clarifications, in a comment down below. Shoutouts for all the people who subscribe and keep supporting the channel. I really appreciate you guys for all of the amazing support, and for all the people who haven't subscribed yet, thank you so much for watching the videos, and I hope I earn your subscriptions in the future. But if I earn it today, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. On behalf of the modding community, Thank you again for downloading the mods and enjoying the mod series. If you guys want to support me directly, consider joining our D20 Rollers Club by clicking the join button or joining the Discord with our guys, or maybe just Patreon. Finally, that's it for me, and I hope to see you soon on the next Master Box Show. Happy holidays everyone, peace out.